Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlie. Welcome back to Prison Architect. In my 8th attempt to load my save file. Oh God, I was so scared. You have no idea. I thought I was done. I'm really, really happy this loaded. Okay, so we are doing a shakedown. Did a tunnel search already, all that stuff. Shakedown's pretty much done. We're just searching these guys' cells. And these guys need a new home, and we're expanding pretty rapidly. Our holding cell is only gonna hold them for so long. And every time we intake new people, like we're doing very soon here, we'll have one more death row inmate. Can I take that? Oh my gosh, yes, I can afford that. But I have way more capacity for medium right now. So why don't we add those 3 to medium? And then I wanna add intake of, let's say 40? Let's say 45, but we're going to include a lot of medium sec in this. So about like that, I think, instead for this. So pretty sizable intake today, which is good because we actually are operating at a negative bank balance. We're not operating in a deficit, but a negative bank balance nevertheless. That is going to change today too. I have this fence removed now. So this is opened up. We've got the perimeter wall secured all the way around the outside. That's something I placed at the end of the last video, but now it's like done. So that's good. I probably will also place it here, but I care about this less right now than I do getting another structure in place. What I'm gonna do, first and foremost, we're gonna need to take out a loan. I need a big loan. A big one. $250,000. With that $250,000, we're gonna lay out a floor plan here that is going to allow us to have a really big, awesome institute for criminal kind. Okay, this is going to be the Duncan Institute for Criminal Kind, or for Crazy Kind, or whatever it takes to make that acronym work. Make it up. It's okay. This is going to be Duncan's little town. Okay, and I'm gonna take some inspiration from all the other prisons that we've done in the past and kind of creating this. So going along that note, first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna mark down, and I probably didn't need to take this loan right now actually, because I'm paying interest. So let's actually not do that yet. We'll just decrease that to here, I guess, for now. So I have some money. Intake's gonna get me more, and then we'll just pay this off really quick. I don't really wanna have to pay interest while I'm working on this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're going to double check this right here really quick. I still can't actually remove this, right? No. I can't remove that one, and I can't remove that one. It's just the way it is. All right. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take the planning tools. We're going to make a pretty sizable canteen area. It doesn't have to be super even or anything. In fact, nothing in here is going to be symmetrical because this is the crazy prison. And just like our crazy prison from before, we're going to have a rule in this place that says nothing is able to be square. I like it. It's fun. Let's relive the good old days, which was, you know, like only a couple months ago. So I'm going to have this be, I think this is big enough. This is not perfectly lined up. Nope, it is one tile off. Perfect. Okay, so first, before we get started on that, let's make sure we're monitoring our intake here. And let's go ahead and stop the shakedown. And I also want to get my informant in, Mr. Paul Stevenson. Let's go ahead and get you en route. Now, I still have the paramedics on site because I still have some infected people. In fact, a lot of people are getting infected. But they're getting treated, right? They're all getting treated because I've got my paramedics sitting in the canteen areas. So as soon as these guys go in the canteen, they're getting treatment. And that's how I solve this problem. They're all going to go to the canteen eventually, so just put a bunch of people in here at the entrance and have them just watch the entrance and treat anyone they see. It seems like a pretty winning strategy so far. Except this one didn't get treated. Gotta happen again. How does that happen? How does it happen? I need to know. How does that always happen? Where I say something and then it is immediately disproven. immediately. Please treat this prisoner. Are you not treating it? Oh, you treated him already. That's incredibly fast treatment. Maybe I had time acceleration on longer than I wanted to. Also, I'm going to be saying time acceleration now from now on. A lot. Instead of time, well, 2 times speed, 3 times speed. Just from playing KSP, man. My terminologies, my entire vocabulary is going to change. Right before your very ears. Oh, hello. Extremely volatile, extremely deadly. You wouldn't have to be a gang leader, would you? Indeed. What's your name? Richard Findlay. At least it's not Duncan. All right? At least it's not Duncan. So, welcome in, you... Duncan Wolven. All right, we have a Duncan Wolven. That's a new intake. At least one new Duncan every day. Seems like we gotta have it. None of these other guys are named Duncan. Just the one. Duncan Wolven. Okay. Looks like he's, maybe he's Jewish. He's got a little hat on. All right, so let's, well, actually, we have more prisoners coming in on the bus. We want to learn everything we can about these guys. So, actually, first and foremost, how about we grab another one right here. Very good. And then we have another legendary here. Oh, green leaders showed up too. And he's in Christopher Ansley. Extremely volatile, extremely deadly. Awesome, good. Supermax for you, thanks. What else do we got going on? Red leader still hasn't shown up. He must just be really good. He doesn't get caught. Red leader is just... he just never gets caught. You, instigator. Enjoy that permanent lockdown. Enjoy that. Who else? Okay, we got a snitch right here. We'll want to address that. And I think that's kind of it, aside from... anything else around here? Ah, we have a federal witness. Yeah, we knew about that, but I can't change him, so he's just on permanent lockdown. All right, so I think we'll go ahead and say ta-ta for now, Mr. Paul Stevenson. Thank you for your information. And then this snitch will get marked for protective custody. Now that we're done with that, let's take a look at this again. All right, so I want to have a big canteen right here, but we can't make it a perfect square. Oh no, can't do that. So we're also going to have like a little part right here. And this is going to be like our grand entrance, but it's not perfectly square, and that's okay. In fact, you know what? Let's actually put a little... oh, that's really going to irritate you, isn't it? Oh, God, you're just like, why, Charlie, why? I know. Crazy prison. That's what we did last time. Okay, then I want sort of like this another courtyard thing, very similar to this, but it's going to be changed just slightly. So we're going to take this and go kind of like that on the hedges. How big is this? 8. So we're going to go over by 8. And then this is going to be 8. Yep. So we're going to go over by 8. And then we're going to go one more. Just a little bit. See what I mean? Just a little bit. 8. Come over here. Leave, what? 1, 2, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 spaces. And this one's going to be 6 and 6. When before it was 8. Good. So there we go. There's our hedges. Okay. That's going to be our hedge walls. We're going to go ahead and just mark it right now. Hedge walls. Here. Okay. You have a path, which I like, and will be keeping. So let's bring the stone path all the way like so. This is 1, 2, 3 to the wall. So 1, 2. We could just do 2. It's fine. All right. And then the outdoor lights, put those in here too. All right. So this should look very similar to the other side, okay? Except this side, we don't want any suppression. That's a different thing, right? Suppression isn't that great for criminally insane people. Because it gets them anxious. You want them calm, okay? So this is going to be a calming place, but it's also going to, not be very forgiving, and it's going to, yeah. Oh, also, we got a new death row inmate just now. His name is Mark Morris. Hello, Mark Morris. Guess what? That's going to be our finale, is putting him on the chair. I really hope he doesn't get clemency. Mark has finally arrived at a black shirt. I don't think I've ever seen Mark Morris show up in his black shirt before. He's got visitation he's going to do now, too. We should probably have a camera looking in there, shouldn't we? I reckon we should. Let's just get a camera put in right here's fine. Get that put in now. Okay. So this area over here we got our canteen. Now, what I'd like to do again is I want to take some inspirations from all the other prison projects we've done and sort of combine them in this area here. So I'm going to take on this side, we're going to do, I'll say a brick foundation is fine. Right there like this, and like this. Now, this is not, of course, level. It's not squared because it's not going to be because it's crazy prison, right? But there's another thing I'd like to do. This gives me my excuse to use the footbridges. I haven't had an excuse to use those yet. This is going to be my excuse for it. So first and foremost, take the fence and bring it back to the hedges right here. So we're going to lock this down a little bit. And I am going to, I think, leave this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to allow prisoners to walk out here. Okay? They're allowed to come out here. But they are going to have to, the footbridges. I'd never used them. Can I put them over top of buildings or no? Because actually, this might be better. Footbridges, let's say this. Cannot be built over walls, fences, or other buildings. You can't build them over fences? Wait, why? Hold on, pause. The fence isn't built yet. Hang on. Do it over this one. Yes, you can. You mean perimeter fences. It has to mean perimeter fences, because like over fences makes no sense. Okay, so there is fences here, good. So we're gonna allow them into this area. I think that's an okay thing for now. If it becomes a problem and we get some escapes and stuff, then we'll deal with it. But ideally what I'd like to do here is I wanna have sort of a hedge wall, if you will, kind of right here. And right here. So this is kind of locking it down with hedges on this side. And then obviously this is still open, but prisoners aren't going to be allowed in here because I'm going to close this off somehow too. I just got to figure out how I want to do this. I want to do this. I like the hedges being closing it down. I'm trying to analyze this a little bit, how I want the footbridge and stuff to go, because I've come up with an excuse to use the footbridges. Okay, so I figured it out. It's actually a fairly easy solution, and it enables some additional productivity out of the prisoners too, so it's kind of nice. We're going to allow prisoners to go into the exports zone. The export zone, right here, can be accessible from this workshop. So we're going to turn this into not a staff door, and we're going to allow them to enter workshop through the exports area. We're also going to allow them to enter here from the parole room as well. So they can go through here. They're still not allowed here, so this should all be staff only still. But this is going to now become shared. With that shared, we can now take a footbridge. I can't decide if I want to use... First off, I can't decide if I want to use... do I want to use like the metal ones or the wooden ones? I think we'll use the wooden ones. Wait, don't they have metal ones? Maybe I just don't see them. I thought they had two different... Yeah, steel ones, sorry. Inmates can cross areas of land and water, cannot be built over walls, fences, and other buildings. I think we'll use the wooden one, because it's like near the workshop and stuff. So we'll have this little footbridge that goes like this, all the way over. Oh, it has to be probably further back like this. Yeah, like that. Well, all the way over and go like that. And this will be sort of their way of getting to the other side. That's a $4,000 footbridge. But now we have a reason for it, okay? Because we're also going to have another workshop on this side and another export zone on this side. So like a mirror image of this over here, although slightly different because these are square rooms. But it's going to allow our prisoners from over here to work in this workshop or to walk across the bridge and work in this workshop. Criminally Insane are not going to work there, but by having both workshops right here, I centralize my export zone in the exact same spot, and so all my exports can happen in here still. And they'll be parking basically under the footbridge, which is kind of interesting. Now, I've never used this before, so it looks like they just sort of carry it, and then they're trapped there, so that's interesting. Maybe they're not trapped there. All right, we have a footbridge now. Isn't this nice? I've never seen these before, like in my game. So, okay, that's cool. All right, so how does this work as far as like zoning goes? Are they always able to cross the footbridge, or do I have to have this be shared? Like, are they not allowed to cross the footbridge if this is? I guess I don't know how the footbridge will affect travel with staff only areas, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so because this is like the one area of the whole game I don't understand. I don't know. I'm not looking for you to tell me, by the way, everyone who thinks that any morsel of detail that I don't know demands an explanation. No, it doesn't. It's not how it works. All the way over here, and we'll go maybe like this, come up like this, and then over. I mean, again, I don't want it to be square, right? So we're just gonna leave it like so. There. This is our new exports area. That's good. That's pretty good. And our new exports area will be staff accessible from, let's say, that side and whatever we end up doing with the workshop over here. All right. So with this being done, we're gonna put a door in, and we're gonna say that the big white doors, we're gonna say maybe right, I don't know, pick a number there. And maybe on this side too. There we go. Okay. So those doors, this building will get built. And this is our big canteen. So where are the cells going to be? Well, we're going to take some inspiration from our very first prison town. Inspiration from Prison Town. The entire ideology behind Prison Town was that every cell faces outdoors. There were no cell blocks. And basically it was like, everyone has their own house, their own apartment, right? And it's kind of the same thing as what real life would be, in the sense that your house, if you walk out of your house, you're walking outside. And that's what it is with this. But first, we need to figure out which gang member is being punished and remedy that situation. It's going to be Richard Findley. And your punishment so that the gangs do not freak out. Okay, good. He's already getting in trouble, guys. It's already happening. All right, so this is a kind of an interesting concept. I think it worked pretty well before. And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to use these hedges, because I think hedges are very zen. All right, they're just kind of, they're just nice to haves. Okay, so these hedges are going to come out, and this is all organic. I have not planned any of this, and that is the beautiful part about it. Because when we did our prison before, where it was organic like this, it was just. I don't know. I just thought it was really nice. I'm gonna bring this hedge all the way to, let's say, there. Okay. So 2 hedges, kind of going seemingly random directions. And now we need the cells. The cells are gonna have these. Let's do the white walls right here, right? All the cells are gonna have these white walls. We're gonna start with cells being kind of maybe on this side. So this is like little neighborhoods, right? All this stuff ends up being like little neighborhoods. So first cell is going to be kind of like maybe this big, and then we also want to add a little bit to it like there, and then we'll end up having, it's probably going to be more. So it's going to be like probably like that. Again, it looks real weird, and it totally is, and that's the beautiful part about these cells. We're going to have another cell. And it's going to be about like this and comes down like that. That's another cell, okay? Third cell is going to be kind of like this and then off this side like that. Okay, so this is 3 cells in a neighborhood of cells, right? We'll do the same thing over here. Make a perfect square, and then we'll kind of go like that. And then we'll go another one right here. Again, not quite centered. And we'll kind of maybe bring it off to the side like that. Should be fine. And then it's like a little neighborhood, right? Like you'd see in anywhere, like your neighborhood around where you live, right? But the cool thing about this is like these are really big, right? These cells are small. It's 2 by 3, 3 by 2. This one here is a 3 by 2, and then it's also more. And what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have these guys have bunkmates. Criminally insane are gonna live in houses, individual houses, but we're gonna make all of them dorms, which is like having a housemate or a roommate, okay? So I'm trying to mix it up a little bit from what I normally do. And this whole neighborhood is gonna be built just like this, okay? So it's gonna take some time, but again, we're inspired by our very first season of Prison Architect. If you haven't seen that yet, you don't understand what we're doing. You don't have to go watch it to understand. Just know that the design philosophy behind this area, very much similar to Prison Town, is that every single cell faces outdoors. Every single cell is its own cell block. And as a result of that, it ends up looking like a little housing district, a little subdivision, a little neighborhood, because everyone's got their own house, right? And that's sort of the point. So I think for the doors, because these are all kind of unique as well, we're probably going to put doors in. This one can be the front. This one will go in the front. This one will go in the side. A little different there. This one here, I think we'll have the door there. We'll put the door on this side, and then we'll put the door on this side for this one. Okay, so all these little neighborhoods, right, again. Looks like this thing is a bit confused on what to do, so I'm just going to give you a door really quick. Like a back door. We could give it a back door. Nothing wrong with that. Not this door, though, because we want them to, like, you know, stay safe in there or whatever. Stay actually secure like it's a prison. So we're going to take new door. You know what? Not doors. Just the wall is fine back here. You know what? Why not? It makes it unique. It makes it different. Actually, no, because I do want to have... I need stuff in here, right? This inefficient build as it is. I need stuff in there. So we're just going to put a wall there. That way I can put the door... I can put the bed and stuff down where it needs to go. Okay, now part of having a town, right, is having streets. And for that, we're going to have, I think, paving stone. Do I want them to have fast-moving stuff, though? I think probably not. Is there anything interesting that's outdoor only? Like, things that are interesting. I guess we could just make roads. I mean, I think that's what we did last time was roads, but it does work. Yeah, we'd have a road like this. I think that's okay. And then this is like a highway, right? So we have like this extra wide road beside the hedges, and this is sort of where people to go. Now this stone path can also come around this way like this, right? And it's sort of like the entrance way on this side. Well, this is gonna work, guys. All right, so what I want to do now is I'll mark the room for exports. Where is it? Exports. I can never find the things I want. I really can't. Exports. There we go. All right. Like that. So 2 export areas means they can export more stuff once we get another workshop. Now, again, this workshop is going to be worked by these guys, not by these guys, because these guys aren't going to work. So we need all of this stuff to also be brought over here, and then we'll have prisoners using this footbridge to get into this workshop area. So going along that note, I want to also look to design, and I'm going to design a lot of these cells off camera, because unless they changed it, you cannot clone. Oh, will it let you? Even though it's not, they might have changed it. We don't need every house to be exactly unique, right? But I do want these hedges to sort of mark the neighborhoods, though. I do like that idea. And then why don't I actually get rid of these two so we can have a path going along this way, like a back road. I like it. All right, so they're getting rid of all the cacti. And then we'll have the road come on in here too. This is good. Yeah, and it wraps around like so. Okay, cool. So now for the front doors, they have driveways, right? So the paving stone driveways, right? They have a little driveway like so. And that's, it's just for looks, right? Obviously, they can walk wherever they want, but because the paving stone is faster than the sand, they're more likely to walk directly to their driveway, right? It's kind of nice. Yep, put that in, please. Okay, good. So with these cells, how do we want them decorated? Well, we need the bunk beds because we're going to have 2 people per cell. And I'm going to try to put them in these little nooks as much as possible. But, I mean, not in the really front of their house. I think this one here, actually, it's best to just sink it in right like this. They can get in from that side on this. Or I could put a toilet and showers and stuff in there. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably better to do it that way. Let's put the bed there. Put the toilet in there. Toilet on this one, let's put it like, I don't know, here. And the toilet on this one will be, oh, let's say here. And then we'll do the same thing with the shower and drain ideas like we did before. So to stack these up, right? So we'll get those in. And then we also want padded flooring on all of these because these are padded cells. So we'll have them be padded flooring all throughout. And we'll slowly move them over here, right? It's not going to be a quick process. And I mean, we could theoretically just leave them over there. But we actually don't need any more intake. Although there is another death row inmate. Okay, that's interesting. That's really surprising, actually. We'll go ahead and take in, let's say, medium only. And we'll bring in another, how about 15? That is pretty peculiar. Now all of a sudden we're getting a bunch of them. Which is good because, I mean, we got 3 cells. I don't have enough room for a 4th. So I may have to refuse intake on a 4th. We'll probably only have 3 at a time for a while. Until I get, I might move this over and extend this and have another cell. We'll see. Or we'll have another facility over here. And then they can use the footbridge to go to their execution. That would be another excuse for a footbridge. Yes, it would. If I'm just looking for excuses to use it, but that would be it. All right. We're going to connect our pipes up. This is going to be a bit of a little challenging compared to normal because they're not going to be lined up. Things don't get lined up with this idea of design, right? But we have this pipe, which we can bring. Now, do we bring the pipe all the way over, or because we don't want the prisoners to use the pipe, right? We don't want them using it. So, or do I create a separate water pump? It's only $5,000. We have a separate water pump to manage all of this area. I think that's what I'll do instead. I'm gonna have a water pump put in. It doesn't have to be lined up anywhere because this is all about being organic and not straight anyway. So let's pop a water pump right there. And we're also going to want another power station as well. This has to be indoors, and I think we'll put it near this area. So why don't we have a brick wall put in? We'll put foundation in kind of like here. We could actually could put utilities here too. That's not bad. We could put the utilities all inside here. But I want it to be a new workshop. So I'm actually going to have something like this made. Something like that made. Like that made. And then with this building being the way it is, which is awesome, by the way, we'll be able to have the power put in here and then have that locked down. And then all of this will just be the workshop and stuff. And then we'll have this area, or this power circuit will run right through here. Right into here and into the power. So that's good. And then it also comes up this way too. So we'll have it run like, say, this. provide power to this house, provide power to these 2 houses. And it already provides power to this one, so it just needs to run over and provide power to that one. And we might need to bring this up a little bit to reach a light here. We'll see. We could also just use... Oh, we'll need hot water pipes too. We're gonna need a lot of boilers for this too, because they're localized in their neighborhoods and stuff. But if I put a boiler like right against this, up against this house maybe, or in this corner, it would want to be this corner, because we want to be closer to the other houses. Speaking of which, I think this road is going to continue up that way. And then, is this not like... Oh, we want to turn this into the grass and stuff too. So turn it in like this. It's like we're trying to grow grass, but we can't grass, right? It's very important that you look at the details of this. But this is normal walk speed though, so it's the same as the road. Whatever, it's fine. In the neighborhoods, in our little subdivision, we're trying to grow grass, but we just can't seem to do it. I love it. All right, so we're gonna shut intake off for a bit, and we have another death row prisoner coming in, but we want to get this area secured. And you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So most likely I'll do a bunch more of this off stream, off video, because like expanding it this way is interesting, but it's tedious. It's going to take a while. So I'll probably expand it all the way out. We'll make different cells, and then I'll give you sort of a guide or like sort of a recap as to what I've done for cells before we bring more people in over here. But this entire area is going to get swapped to maximum security eventually, and they'll have a separate canteen again. And then this over here is the big canteen, which is going to provide for all the prisoners in this area. We're also going to want to have a doctor's office and stuff. We're going to have localized doctor's offices, right? So this little area will have, you know, sort of like a security office as well, like a little police department, quote unquote. We'll have a infirmary, like a local hospital, for example. And then we're also going to have the psychologist offices and stuff kind of scattered throughout so that the people who live in houses down here don't have to walk all the way over here to get their psych evaluations. So it'll kind of spread them out a little bit. These guys, they're going to stay hired. We're just going to move their offices all the way over there. And that's good. And it doesn't matter if they're tired, by the way. You might be seeing tired. It doesn't matter. They're resting in their office anyway. It's not like I have to like do anything special for that. All right, so this needs to go open. Thanks. So they can get in here and do their jobs. So this is going to be sweet. I'm really looking forward to this. I think this is going to be awesome. Got some deaths. That'll happen. It'll happen. Murdered by prisoner with a club. So he stole a club and murdered a guy. Paul Porter, rest in peace. Killed by Sean Turner. Sad, sad, sad. Yeah, we do need to kind of start calming these guys down. And I need more psych evaluations, which means more space and more doctor's offices and stuff. Looks like we have another... This is going to be another problem, isn't it? Christopher Ansley. You are the gang leader, right? Yeah. All right, Christopher Ansley. You're unconscious, so... Oh, you're marked for solitary for 3 hours. That's why. There we go. Okay. So, this needs a door, is what it says. Let's give it one. We want to do a staff door. We don't need staff doors here. We need normal doors here. So, no normal door there. That should open up the whole area. Staff doors are on this side, so they don't go into this area. But this area here is going to get turned into a regular door. So I want to move to have this put in, and then have this staff door here removed. So we'll dismantle this one. Oh, that's why we did it that way. Okay, hang on. Move this door here then. And then we'll redo the brick wall. I don't like this like moving into that door, so I like the idea of the fact that this gate has some sort of like a slot, right? That the door can just open up through. I like that idea, but I don't like that it's going through the doors, which is why this little fence gate for staff probably should be moved over to here. So I don't have to look at it like that anymore. And then we'll relay this fence there. There, that's going to be way better for me. And then for this area out here, we could probably make it all concrete. Or maybe all tiling like this. Nope. The stone. We could turn this whole thing stone. Might look a little better if it was all the same. Instead of having these sidewalks. I think it's cool. Let's see what it looks like. I think it looks nice. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Let's get one more tile though. Right there on that door. Do you have anything up here? No. So they just come through the doors then instead. I think we should put is there a visitor gate? Oh, hello. Hello, sniper who's not leaving their post. There you go. Wonder if there's like, is there a visitor gate? Yes, there's a visitor gate. Put the visitor gate right here. So the visitors can just get in here without having to wait for this. And then we can also have visitor gates put in through here. And then through here. And then all the way down. And I guess this is just like gonna have to be the way it is. I don't really mind if the visitors are waiting at the very end of the map. But I'm gonna leave that as a staff door. All right, so we can go ahead and take this door away. I'm pretty sure staff can go through visitor doors, so we don't need more than one door here. And same thing up here. Oh, we already did it. Okay, so now staff can move freely through here. They don't need to wait for these gates to open, and this provides less resistance, so the visitors just get the hell out of here, right? What else do we want to do here? We want to set the workshop up, and I want to see if I can get it working. But before we do that, we're going to set a perimeter wall, and because I really want to protect this area and lock it down. Once they're inside here, though, it shouldn't really matter, actually, once you're inside here, because nothing else out here is accessible by them. Also, this is staff only, thanks. So is this, which we can't mark. But, I mean, I guess I could if I put another gate, but I'm not going to. All right, so I think all we need now is to set this up. So if I take objects, go to, let's see, a working press or a saw. Let's do the saw first. We'll have saws popped in, like, I guess against the there, and there. The presses will go here, 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 and then here, here, and here. And then we can have a carpenter's table popped in, let's say here is okay. We can also pop another one in. I'm going to go with here and here. And then I want this power to go in right there. Right there. With capacitors fully lined, because we're going to need them. All right, with that being done, we can set up a wall on this side. Might as well set it right up against this. And then this can also have a staff entrance. So staff can get in here and mess with power if they need to. Okay. So that's going to set up all the things. This is our workshop set up now. And he died. Richard Finley. Dead. Nope. Nope, the dog died. Son of a... Woofy! Woofy died! You killed Woofy! And solitary, buddy. Man, the gang leader. Gang leaders who are constantly volatile are such a pain in the ass, man. I hate that part, right? Wasn't it last... Was it last prison, or was this something I did on Twitch? I forget. Where I went in and I edited the prisoners. I went in and I edited the gang leader so it wasn't extremely volatile anymore. I think that was something I had done. I think we just need to line this whole place with more armed guards. I know, that's coming from me. But I don't know. Like, I want to get to building, and I don't want to deal with punishments for gang leaders and crap. What a cop-out. I know. I'm trying to be creative over here, and I'm getting interrupted. I'm going to put in a couple more like this. So there's my locker room for these guys. And we can hire more later. All right, so these are all good. We're going to put in a switch, of course, on the wall. It's going to be right here. The switch will be a power shut off if I have to. And then with that switch installed, all of these things are simply connected, just like that. Brilliant. Of course, we're going to want to have the tables and stuff as well. We can line them along this side. Let's do a big table there, I guess. And along the back side here is all good. Put a little table on the side like that. And maybe like that. Okay, so all of this is good. Next, we want to make sure this is all walls, though, because it is foundation, but since fences count as walls, it doesn't replace them. So we're just going to make sure these are all walls. Now, what are you doing? You are not allowed back there, sir. Return to your cell at once. You are not allowed back here. Look at these guys. No, you are not allowed back here. Search this prisoner. Search this prisoner, too. Get them marked for searching so they don't move anymore. Yeah, that's right. What up? Stole stuff. Yeah, we got both of you. You're going to the box. Put them in the box. Put them in the hole. Look at all these beds. They're so glorious, aren't they? All these beds. I love them. See, the gang leaders are going to cause a fuss now, and I have to forgive them again, and it's a pain in the butt. Such a pain in the butt, you know? Oh, well. I wish I could put them in permanent lockdown and have them not be mad, but that's kind of the point. I wish I could punish them and have them... Yeah. All right, next thing to do. We want to give them all pet birds. So let's make sure their cells all have... the pet birds. We'll put them next to the toilets on this side and then put them by the bed here. And then next we want to have probably soft pillows. We could do that. I'm not sure they work really well on these, on dorms, on the bunk beds. I mean, maybe they work, but I don't know if they work like philosophically for me to put them in there when there's one pillow and 2 beds, but whatever. We're going to want to have metal detectors set up just inside this door. And I think just inside this door later as well. And then we want to run the water too. So now that this is hooked up to power, we're going to run the water through here and then up this way. And then we can connect it straight like this. I'm not sure where this is going, but this seems like a decent way to run that line as well. And then with these cells, we'll put the bunk beds maybe back here like this. We'll have the toilet be there because it's easier to reach it. For this side, we'll put the toilet, drain, shower combination, whatever, on this side. Can't do that. You have to put the toilet first before the drain. There we go. And then the bunk bed in this cell will be, I think, back in this corner. If I put it here, then I guess I could put other stuff back in this corner. It's just a little weird, but okay. Light there, light there, light there, light there. Nope, there. And there. Alrighty then. For the hot water, I haven't figured out where I'm putting my boiler yet. Can I place this without... Where in the world is it? No, I guess they require it. I can pop it right here. It's not a bad idea. It's not a great position, but... yeah, I'll put it right here. And then that means I actually need to have hot water's gonna have to be on this side. Yeah. Because it has to be near the, it has to be near this. So put the water boiler here, I guess. Cactus is in the way. Let's move this. I can stick it right here. Or I can bring this building up even more and then put it down. Or I can just have other buildings over here and, you know, maybe like have another office, for example, which is going to be fine. So for an office, if we were doing an office, and we are, we want some space between it. We can indent it in just so it's not lined up. And then we want like a pretty sizable office for this guy. So maybe here. This ought to do. So this will be one of the doctor's offices. And then we can stick the hot water at that point right there. That's good. And then this all runs to that water boiler right there. Electricity runs up like so. Beautiful. What do you guys think of our little town so far, huh? You can kind of see what I'm doing, right? There's streets and there's roadways and each house is sort of, yeah. If anyone's who's been here a long time on this channel knows, this is our prison town. This is how we did our suburbs in prison town. We had a inner city, and then we had a suburb over here, and we had a suburb over here, and then there was just this giant forestry area, which was the woods, where we're doing all the logging. And then most of the wood on all the workshops was generated from that one forestry. This time, I think we could probably have a localized forestry. But we have enough wood, I think, to where this one forestry probably provides enough wood for this one workshop. I don't know that. What I will say, though, is that this is ready to be worked in. So if I take and hit W and go workshop, I can mark this for a time right there. And then let's also make sure that this is staff only here, but this is shared. And now these guys can move between this area to get in and work here if they want to. Okay. So prison labor. We're just going to do max jobs here. And we're going to get people to work in here. We're going to also want some deployment to get people standing by in this area, as well as these two areas, now that there's traffic there. And I think probably we'll just use, because there's a lot of power being drawn already from this area, we'll just use a bunch of wall lights to light this area. So there, there, let's say there, and maybe like one light over here or something. And then over here. I don't know. That should be plenty of lights. I kind of want to see him use this footbridge and stuff too. Let's do another shakedown tonight. It's a little bit late. But you know what they say, better late than never, right? I remember somebody saying that to me once. Many times, because I'm late a lot, actually. I just get caught up. I get sucked into my work, and it ends up making me late. Like right now, I probably should be ending this video in like 10 minutes at least. At the very latest 10 minutes from now. So, which works out okay. That's, you know, what, 35 minutes in right now, so that's not bad. Oh my gosh. You almost made it. Good for you. You guys dig really fast. How come this side digs really fast? Don't tell me I can't remove this. Quit it. Quit it, game. I can remove it. I can. It's because I highlighted the bottom ones. They still won't let you remove those. It's messed up. All right, we got the tunnel sorted out. Can I see these guys coming over the footbridge? Pretty please. Can somebody come over the footbridge? I like how the trucks are going underneath it. I've never used one of these. That's super cool. If it's really crowded, I don't, do they bump into each other or something? Can I put like metal detectors? I probably could, right? Put metal detectors. Oh, I should. I really should. Right, to detect them really quickly. So I know that they're going to be eventually going through here, but they may not. They may go through here instead later, right? So I mean, right now they can't do that. Right now the workshop is one entrance, which is right here. And if you're going to the other one, you have to come through this one first. That's the way it is right now. Which I kind of like that, but detecting them quicker, always a good thing. And I have the power capacity to do so. Where in tarnation? There we go. That's going to work better. So at least we have opportunities to detect them now, and additional opportunities to detect them as we go through. And then for power, we'll just hook that up there. We want to hook this direct. So if we kill the power to the workshop, we still have power to that. And then this is just going to run that way. All right, and I think I don't like how these tunnels are persistent like this. So I'm going to run another perimeter wall right through here. I'm going to run another perimeter wall right through here. I just don't like how you guys are constantly tunneling this way. So I want to deter it as much as I can. There we go. And we'll have staff doors applied here and here. All right, so hopefully once that's built, there's less tunneling this direction, because it'll take them a lot longer to chip away underneath the perimeter wall. All right, and then we don't actually have anything set for these yet, but we do have padded floors. But you can't really use the clone tool. That's the downside about this design. You can't, I mean, you can, I guess, to have houses that are not completely one-for-one unique. So eventually I'll start using it, because like there's only so many designs I can do with this many tiles, right? But you know what? We probably should have these doors locked open for a while, just so people don't have to like worry about this. So we'll just lock these doors open. There we go. On this side, we're going to have a door for this office. This is a psych evaluation office, right? Put the office there, or the door for the office there. And then I think what we'll probably do is... Do you have anything decorative that we could do here? Maybe just a big guard pavilion. Increases the level of suppression, though. I'm not really into that right now. We want a medicine cabinet, right? Put that in the back there like that. This test can go like here, let's say. The flip board can go in here. The anatomy model can go in there. We're going to want to have one of the leather sofas in here. So we can put it like right there, for example. And I don't think it needs anything else aside from the desk and chair and stuff. So if I put in, let's say, psychiatrist office. Let me see exactly what this needs. It needs a wide sofa or a leather sofa. Did that. Filing cabinet, desk, chair, etc. Okay, so now we just put in the desk. Which, yeah. All right, this is okay. We put this in here and the chair right here. So it's like they can access that stuff. You know, they can go in here and access that stuff back, the medicine cabinet and stuff back there. And then, is there anything else? I don't think so. Oh, the filing cabinet, right. All right, it's fine. We'll just it's pretty cramped in here, to be honest. I kind of don't like the way it's designed anymore. Why don't we swap and have the anatomy model come over here? We'll have the anatomy model facing against this, and then the filing cabinet can move into the corner. Are we detecting more tunnels or what? Yeah, we got another one. Let's move that tunnel there too. Perfect. So hopefully, again, this can kind of slow them down and deter them from going this way since they're so adamant about tunneling that direction. Just one sec, gotta check the utilities. Everything seems fine. Okay. And all this needs is to be minimum size is 4x4. Oh, we gotta go bigger, guys. We gotta go bigger. My bad. Here you go. Now you can build this. Well, this solves my space problem, doesn't it? Now it'll just make the wall there instead. Perfect. Oh, I even like how this is... I even like how that wall's still there. We're going to keep it. Aw, can I keep it? Yes, you can keep it. Filing cabinet, we'll put you here, and then we'll just have this stuff kind of moving over. I guess we'll have it be here. Come on, guys. Move this over, please. I wish this was like RimWorld, where I could tell a specific person to go do something. Or even like another brick in the mall, where I could say, hey, workman, prioritize this, and they would go immediately and do it. I can't really control individual workmen like that here. And good. And then I think I've changed my mind on this wall. I like the chaos of it, but I think I've changed my mind on it because I want to move this desk over more. So we'll get that going too. It looks like a gang member is being punished. Our gang leader's being punished again. Go figure. Let's have padded flooring in here too, because we are doing psych stuff here. All right, what's going on with the tunnel here? That's a false alarm. And the gang leader's being punished. Most likely it's you, Christopher Ansley. All right, calm down, everyone. Oh? Shot by armed guard with shotgun. Why? Why? Is it because it's a shared area? Oh my god, wait. Does that mean because it's a shared area that having free fire on this Supermax only actually applies to shared areas? Because Supermax can access them, technically they have permission to be there? Is that really how that works? Oh, that's bad. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. We're gonna go like this then. Yeah, we're gonna go like that then, so the armed guards don't like kick off and shoot people. Like that. And like that. And like that. And in the shops, in the yards, yeah. I don't know if that's the way it is, but that seems terrible if it is. Like Supermax only, but since shared includes Supermax, that means they can shoot prisoners there too. I hope not. I really hope it was like one of those just threats against his life sort of things. Come on, people. Come over to my new workshop and work here. I need to have more people trained. We need more programs for workshop safety. And nobody's taking the damn course. We'll start it at 2 then, I guess. All right, 12 o'clock, I guess. And then, do we have any intake? No, I haven't done that. But we have had some people move in to be more criminally insane. We're up to 65 of them now. So we got to deal with that too. We got another potential CI in this guy. That's awesome. I'm not sure how reliable his information is. You nut job. Yeah. Okay, so that's the game plan for this neighborhood. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of continue making cells around and stuff. And I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you updated on that. And yeah, it'll probably be a couple of days, honestly, before we have another Prison Architect episode. Because I'm starting to work on KSP now. And I mean, we're going to have more prisons after this. But my personal life is also kind of getting a little bit busy. My wife and I are looking for a house. So I have like other things that I'm doing that are not normal or typical. So I might be gone a couple of extra days, and I'm trying my best to like at least have content ready so that there's something to release in the interim while I'm gone. So hopefully the videos are smooth for you guys, but in the case that they're not, sorry about that. We'll see you when I see you. So for all the continuous questions of when the next video is, that's a good indicator. If you want to know when new things are, when's this coming? When's this coming? What are you doing here? All that stuff, we talk about it on the Discord constantly. There's a schedule channel. It's always up to date. That's when my streams are. There's a Google Calendar in the description of every video. That's when my streams are. There's pinned comments on almost every YouTube video. There's a community tab on this YouTube channel, right? That community tab, I update people there too. I try to make as much information as I have available to people all the time, but I can only give you, you know, I can only type it out. I can't make you read it. So, yeah, maybe try that, the reading part. Maybe try that. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.